Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music, and I'm back with another Gizmo Sunday. And today I want to take a look at Klevgrand's Revolv. It's a convolution reverb, a little tour through the Swedish countryside. So let's get on our bicycles and head out. Well, I don't always use convolution reverbs. I sort of favor the algorithmic reverb that gives you an opportunity to manage early reflections, all kinds of elements that really contribute to an overall strong reverb sound. But a convolution reverb, and of course, you understand that this is basically a mathematical process, applies the sound of a space to your original audio. So this is kind of a funny looking convolution reverb, right? But what we've got here is a big mix knob in the center. And then a kind of a loop, like a photographer's loop that allows us to go from place to place, a model airplane runway, a museum hall ship, an ice rink, etc. And if I'm in the boiler room, I can double click to take a good close look at it, a 360 view of it. And I've got a few little elements I might be able to change, for instance, between this microphone and maybe a different one. We also have 3 different positions, ordinary things like EQ, stereo width, the decay time, and pre-delay. Set a pre-delay there, put the decay time at nominal, basically. And let's play this piano in a boiler room. It's a good sounding reverb. Let me hear that piano without the reverb. So I'm just going to play some strings and we'll take a little tour around our various spaces. Ruins in nature. And you can see we've got tunnels and outdoor castles and space like stuff like that. So. Nice. Castle ruins. And I'm grateful that they did some exterior spaces as well. The gardens, this is hard to get a good a convolution sample of exterior spaces. This is something I do. A theater sound designer very often has to place a sound in an environment in order to tell the story. Well, let's see, what else have we got here? Historical halls. Well, I mean, this is definitely a little tour of Sweden. And I think what we'll do is we'll give ourselves a drum loop with a little solo sound. Let's just note that this is something that convolution reverbs can do really well. They'll capture the resonances of a space. This water tower, a tight space and very, high, has a really pronounced couple of resonant frequencies, doesn't it? Now I could take down the mix and use that to my advantage. just drums, right? That's nice. Very big. Super fun. Let's go on. Odd and ethereal. Well, I mean, all these interesting spaces like the Ship Museum, the Model Airplane Runway. A crypt. Ooh, that's pretty. You get the idea, right? Well, a lot of resonance there and just a long reverb space. Modern gatherings, I mean, this is the kind of thing where it just feels pretty normal. So I've got a strummed guitar. This is just a guitar that I recorded just now. I wanted a live mono guitar signal. So let's hear it in this gymnasium. Let's see, where are we? Does interesting things to the stereo picture, doesn't it? I'm pretty happy with that. Wooden rooms might be useful for drums, right? Or maybe a vocalist. A sauna. Oh, that's interesting. Nice and tight. Dining room. It's a real room sound. I like it a lot. And that's a studio. Yeah, it works best when you sort of mix things together. And, we've got a lot of control. If we go here to stages and we double click on one of these, we can see we've got opportunities to change microphones. It's interesting, isn't it? When you get a different mic, you get a real different sound. Some of these we've got, not all of them, different mic placements. So take a U87 all the way back. Ooh, very broad stereo picture. Well, I'm a giant fan of Klevgrand. I use Brustfree a lot. Their remarkable synthesizer, Tomophon, is just a blast. And a few other oddball things of theirs. They have a little panning a utility that I find very, very useful. The interface for this is playful. It's inspiring, really, because I love the idea of being able to sort of like travel around to different spaces, actually look at the spaces, try different microphones, perhaps. There's enough control on here to shape the sound. And, convolution reverbs, I might want to add a second reverb with some other elements. I might want to play with, for instance, we have it here, we can look at it, play with the pre-delay a little bit. We wouldn't want to turn it up too much. It'll sound like an echo. Some very simple sculpting in width and EQ and decay times. Overall, a fun and useful tool. Well, I paid for a few of their things, but they sent this to me just to take a look at it and evaluate. And I can recommend it. I think right now it's on sale. And of course, that's going to come off sale during the, of course, the next month probably. But what a fun tool, especially if you're a sound designer, particularly if you're looking to place a sound in a defined environment that kind of tells a story. What fun. Well, I hope this has been useful. Like and subscribe and ding the bell to be notified when I do my videos, and I'll see you next time.